SHOT Show 2012. Let's go to the Winchester booth. Let's talk about personal defense ammunition, particularly the PDX1 line. This gentleman at Winchester really throws a lot of knowledge at us in a short period. I'm going to highlight some of the things he says because I really found this video to be informative, educational, and I got to say, Winchester nailed it with their PDX1 line. They've been making ammo for a long time. They know their stuff. I have a lot of their PDX1 line here, and what I want to show you, for instance, on the 410, which we know goes into either the governor or the judge. This right here, you can't see it, but what it comes with is 12 BBs, and then it comes with 3 plated cylinder projectiles in a 410. So this ammunition, the PDX1 line, is specifically made for personal self-defense. They make it in all the different calibers, and we're going to talk about the 308 that's coming out in May of 2012. That's what really intrigued me with the video. I mean, a 308 that you shoot someone with and it doesn't go through their whole body? Just think about it. We'll talk about it in a moment. Then you have, of course, the 12 gauge they make. 1 slug and 3 double-up bucks, you know, like 9 millimeters coming at someone. This is wicked stuff. Wicked, super powerful, a lot of energy coming out of this stuff. The PDX1 line from Winchester, they make it in all the calibers. Look at the 45s, they got the 40s, the 380s. And he's also going to touch on the white box. But I tell you, what struck me the most is the technology and how they got this down pat, and patented for that matter, for the 308. And then when it comes out in May of 2012, this is being recorded at the end of January 2012. That's what I'll be putting for personal defense in this Springfield M1A. It's pretty amazing stuff. What I didn't realize is that the FBI exclusively uses the PDX1 line. He's going to talk about the split core technology. Like I said earlier, imagine shooting a bad guy with a 308 at 2,800 feet per second. And what he claims, the gentleman from Winchester, is it's only going to penetrate about 12 inches. All of that energy hits the bad guy, the human body, and all that energy just basically expands and explodes inside the human body before it exits. Some deadly, deadly stuff. He claims that it's only a 308, it's only going to penetrate to 12 to 14 inches. He also touches on the white box, on how you should practice with the white box, and you should shoot some of the PDX1 through your firearm to make sure that your firearm accepts it well and feeds it well. I thought that was pretty cool that he acknowledged that. He's telling you to do that. You know, when I call all the different manufacturers on some of my firearms and I say, what should I practice with at the range? Pretty much across the board, Winchester white box is usually the answer. And let's talk about it. Let's let him talk about it. This gentleman did a great job from Winchester talking about the PDX1 line. By the way, I found it online. You can ask the prices right now in January 2012. Cabela's has a pretty good sale on it right now online. They range from approximately $18 a box to $25 a box depending on the caliber. Of course, prices are going to change, but I found that to be a pretty good deal right now as of today. So they're reasonable for what they are, the amount of technology that goes into it. Please tell a friend about the channel. Welcome to weaponseducation.com. I'm at the Winchester booth, SHOT Show 2012. I'm with Mike. Mike, thank you for doing this interview and review on the PDX1 line, which is one of my favorite personal defense lines of ammunition. What could you tell my friends on my channel all about the PDX1 line?
Well, PDX1 Defender remains the first and only full-line personal defense product out there. We've got it in centerfire pistol, centerfire rifle, shot shell, and new for 2012, we've got additional centerfire rifle offerings, as well as Magnum rimfire. So we started in centerfire pistol on the heels of when we won the FBI's duty pistol ammo contract. So that's where this line got its start. We went from 380 auto all the way up to 45 long Colt with everything in between, products developed specifically for personal defense. From there we went into shot shell, 12 gauge, 410 for the Taurus Judge and S&W Governor. Last year we rolled out centerfire rifle with a 223 offering. This year we've got a new 223 Rem 77 grain as well as this 308 Win 120 grain. We use a split core technology in the bullet on this one for rapid expansion as well as proper penetration for personal defense. Everything in the PDX1 Defender line is developed specifically for personal defense. These aren't rounds that are repurposed from hunting and just branded as personal defense. These are developed for personal defense. They're developed to penetrate the proper amount, 12 to 14 inches, and not over-penetrate, which you would normally see with other 308 Win products, other 12-gauge products. We have a new 12-gauge segmenting slug this year, as well as that Magnum rimfire and 22 Win Mag that I talked about earlier. Also important is when you look at personal defense, whether it be for concealed carry or home defense, is going to the range, shooting, becoming proficient with your firearm, so you can use that firearm and be on target, and that's very important. That's where our USA White Box line comes into play. For all these products we've got in PDX1 Defender, pistol, rifle, we have corresponding target products in the USA White Box line. It's important to go out, get that ammo, shoot it on the range, become proficient, become accurate with your firearm, so when something does arise and you use the PDX1 ammo, you're ready to go. But it's also important that you need to run a couple magazines of PDX1 Defender through on the range as well. FMJ range ammo performs differently than the JHPs you see in the PDX1 Defender line. It's important to make sure your gun functions that ammo, the PDX1 Defender ammo, just as well as it does the FMJ. So you need to have that confidence, shoot the PDX1 Defender on the range, and keep it loaded up for concealed carry or home defense as well.
Excellent. All right. I didn't realize it comes in 308. Is that new?
The 308 is new for us this year. It'll be available here in a couple months. The 120 grain bullet is a brand new one for us. I think it's somewhat revolutionary in the market in that it takes the 308 and limits the risk of over penetration. This bullet will not penetrate deeper than 13 or 14 inches.
That's amazing. Talk about that. How is that possible in a 308?
It's really cool. What we do by dropping the bullet weight down to 120 grains, we drive it very fast, 2,800 feet, 50 feet per second, but the split core technology is very cool. It's got two lead cores inside the bullet jacket. The front one is non-bonded, the rear core is bonded. That front core expands rapidly. You get huge energy deposit in the first few inches of penetration and it completely fragments away. And then we tune the weight of that rear core to get that 12-inch penetration. There's very few products out there that can even come close to limiting that penetration to 12 inches out of 308.
I don't think there's any products out there.
It's very unique. It's a technological advantage for us and for the consumer that shoots PDX1 Defender. It really is.
Excellent. All right. Well, I'm a huge fan of the PDX1 line, as my audience knows. And you nailed it, Mike. Thank you for this interview.
Cool. Thanks. Check us out at www.winchester.com.
Thank you so much. Check it out. Hey, you nailed it.